What's up, you guys? Thanks for clicking to watch this video. I feel like doing something nice, easy, fun, simple, a cute halo look. Just something to welcome in the spring. I'm in Chicago, so it's hard. I hope you guys like this video. Give it a like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So I'm starting off with my concealer, and I apply this on my lid, and this just helps the colors pop and be more vibrant on my skin tone. Making sure that's blended in, I'm going into my Juvia's palette, and I'm using the yellow shade to apply under my brow bone. And this is the transition shade, so it really doesn't need to be that bright or that much different from my skin tone. I want it to be a color that's going to help the colors blend in well with my skin tone. So now I'm picking up that orange shade from that same palette, and I add this to my crease. And at the beginning, I was thinking of doing a regular eye look just with the matte color on my crease and a shimmery color on my lid, but I decided to change my mind because of how the colors were coming out, and I decided to do a halo eye look, and I'll just show you exactly when I decided to do that. So now I'll be going into my Morphe palette, the 35M palette, and I'll be taking the orange shade out of there and using that into my crease, and that will just add a lot more pop to this colorful look. And whenever I apply a new color to the eye look, I always want to go in with the previous color and just make sure it's all blended together. And this is the moment where I changed the look to the halo eye look, and that is when you have a matte shadow on the outer portion of your lid as well as the inner portion of your lid, and you have it blended together in the crease, and on the center of your lid is a different shade than the rest of your eye. So now I'm going in with this darker shade, and I'll be applying this to my crease and blending it down to my lid. After applying that, I'm making sure everything is blended together before I go in with my concealer, and I'll be applying this to the center of the lid. And a trick I'd like to do is I tap it on my lid and then I look up, and that top line where the concealer is where I start cutting the crease, and I don't go above that line, and then I just apply it downward, and you'll see how I apply it. Now I'm going back in with no extra color on the brush, just the brush that I use for the orange shade, and I'm blending out those edges of the concealer because I want to make sure that this is a blended eye look. You can do a halo eye with more definite lines, but that's not the look I was going for with this one, so I'm making sure those edges are blended out. Going into my beat up Modern Renaissance palette, I'm taking Primavera and I'm putting that on my lid. And when I'm applying this with the brush, I always make sure I spray the brush with some Fix Plus first when I'm using shimmery shades. Or I will go in with my finger like I am now and just apply it that way, because I always feel like I get a better payoff with my fingers sometimes. But here I'm going back and blending out those edges. And now I'm just going back in and deepening up around the highlighted portion of the eye a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more dimensional. So now I've applied my lashes and I did my eyeliner off of camera, and I'm doing my face makeup, starting with my Equalizer Primer by Morphe. As always, I'm spraying my foundation brush with some water, and I'm going in with my Fenty foundation, which is all out now. I really need to re-up, and I'm just going to blend that all over my face. Going into my Clinique foundation and concealer in the shade Golden, I'm using that on my highlighted portions of my face, and I'm also going to use LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. Once I'm done blending that concealer in, I go in with my foundation brush with no extra product, and I just blend over those harsh edges and where the concealer meets the foundation. And this is the best way to blur those lines and just to give you that flawless finished look. So here are my two powders that I use. They're both by Black Radiance, and one is called Honeymoon and one is called Banana. I start this off by applying Banana under my eye with a fluffy brush, and I usually apply Banana to all the highlighted points of my face. Once I finish setting my highlight, I go in with the Honeymoon powder and I'm applying that all over my face. Going into my Black Radiance True Complexion palette, I'm using the middle shade and I'm going in and bronzing up my face to add some color and some warmth to this look. Going in with those same colors I used on my crease, I'll be smoking out the bottom of my eye. So now I'm just finishing off the rest of the look. I'm adding some highlight and a lip color as well. The rest of the video is pretty self-explanatory, so I'll just let you guys finish off watching it, and I'll see you in the outro. Thank you guys so much for clicking to watch this video. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And comment, subscribe, like this video. Comment down below any other video ideas you may have for me. And stay tuned for my next video. Bye!